How's it going, guys? This is Brad and Sean with Best Price Nutrition. You can go to BestPriceNutrition.com to check out our website. We have a 14,000 square foot warehouse right here where we ship out of. We're probably the biggest supplement retailer in the Chicagoland, which is pretty awesome. So check out our site. We always have deals going on. So today we are going to go over Sean's stack for performances. He does theater performances. He's an entertainer, you could say. And these are some things that he put together that, he's probably used before or, he'll go over. But these are the products that he chose as a stack for if you're going to be doing long performances, some things you should do if you are doing those.
Yeah, so I mainly work within the theater department, so not much on films. So this is more geared towards either an improv performance, a long-term show, the lead-up process for rehearsals, and then also the performance itself. So to start with the rehearsal process, one thing that's a huge thing that comes in with theater is staying well, because a lot of times people are really close to each other, they're getting sick no matter what, and then going into flu season, that is like something that's even in general we should be looking at. So I picked the Immune Shield from NutraBio, mainly because it's going to have all of the minerals and vitamins that are going to help you with staying healthy, but it's also got that EpiCore in there, which is super good for helping you absorb the nutrients more effectively. EpiCore is basically, it's fermented yeast, correct?
Yeah, it's something along those lines, yeah.
Yeah, it's fermented yeast, and it just makes all of the vitamins and minerals that are in here more efficient, and it's just a better way of making yourself more healthy, so to stay well.
It jacks your immune system up. Makes your immune system super, super strong.
Yeah, and to go over just what's in here, we got vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, selenium, and copper, all minerals and vitamins that are extremely important for helping the immune system. And then in terms of the other ingredients, you got the EpiCore, and then ginger, grapeseed, and acetyl L-cysteine, so NAC. And NAC is a natural cellular health, correct?
I believe so, yeah. I think it's also an antioxidant, too.
Even better.
Yeah.
So, yeah, starting off, we have Immune Shield to keep you well and healthy. And then if that show is a musical, then there's going to be a lot of dancing. So or even if it's not a musical, you could be dancing or you could be jumping around all over the place. A lot of Shakespeare shows are really physical, so you're jumping around. There might be stage combat. So I put in elbow grease from X and Sledge to make sure that your joints and then your joints are staying healthy, and as well as you're making sure you're staying like without getting painfully attacked basically by all this crazy stuff you're doing. And it's again just a joint support. This also has vitamin C, D, zinc, and magnesium, just because they're also extremely important for helping your joints stay full, water retention on them to keep them from joint locking up. And then it's also got glucosome, MSM, cortisone sulfate, Optimum SM, BioCell collagen, boron, and then BioParin for absorption. So all of this is going to really be beneficial towards making sure that you're not going to break a leg or throw a joint out. That's a super good, nice joint formula, especially since it's got that BioParin in there, so you're going to be absorbing the nutrients a little more effectively.
Yeah, and also something with this, the BioCell collagen, the manganese, the zinc, those are all like trademarked ingredients, so they're very, very high quality. This has a really good blend on it.
Mm-hmm. And then, so this is sort of the lead up, keep you healthy, keep you strong while you're getting through the rehearsal process. And then I had a few little options for the actual performance itself. So to start off, I have NutraBio's Alpha EAAs. So not only do you get a full spectrum of amino acids in here to keep your body, your muscles full, or not full, jacked on stage, keep your muscles like fed in a state like going through the performance. It's got a lot of really good nootropics in there, and no caffeine. So if you are doing a late night performance, this is going to help you stay focused during there, but you're not going to be all jittery and staying up late into the night.
Yeah. And that's probably a big thing, is not having caffeine, not being maybe anxious, which caffeine can do. You can get some negative side effects of caffeine, but with that, you're not going to get any stimulant. It's all just focus.
Yeah. That's why I definitely wanted to throw this one in there. But if you did want to throw some caffeine in there, we have Crow's IntraFast. Ton of alpha GPC in there. I think it's 6 whole grams of alpha GPC, and then a bunch of other nootropics. And this one does have some caffeine in there. The recommended usage of this is to sip on this around about an hour. So what you can do is just fill up a big old water bottle of this during the performance, and then just sip on it throughout. So you wouldn't really get a lot of jittery caffeines if you're spreading that across such a long amount of time, and it's keeping you hydrated.
Yeah, and with this, so there's 250 milligrams of straight caffeine anhydrous. There's 150 milligrams of L-theanine. So that L-theanine alone with the caffeine, those work synergistically to get rid of the jitters. It takes away a lot of the anxiety. Those two things specifically work together to make the caffeine much more tolerable. It just kind of turns raw energy into focus. And then there's dicaffeine malate, 150 milligrams. So if that caffeine starts to wear off, instead of you crashing, that dicaffeine malate is not as strong, but it lasts a lot longer. So you'll have a nice smooth transition off of this. So if you're in the middle of the performance, you're not just going to crash out of nowhere. You're going to be good to go, and you're going to coast out of it.
Yeah, something that I always get a little annoyed about when I go to performances, people are chugging like crazy energy drinks, and they crash like halfway through the performance, and now I have a partner that's just like asleep. And then as a last one, we have Skywalk, but this is another stimulant one. It's 200 real caf, and that's also, so real caf is another trademark version of caffeine. So that's going to have caffeine anhydrous and the decaf, so you're not going to be crashing. This one would be great to take like right before the performance. Just take it like almost like a shot of the Skywalk, and it's got the nootropics, it's got L-tyrosine and alpha GPC in there. So you'll get a good lock-in at the beginning, and either if you're sipping on the IntraFast to keep a little bit of caffeine going, if you're doing both of these, I would definitely half scoop one of these, because then you're going to be up all day. And then you got this to keep you going, NutraBio EAAs to, again, keep you that focus going, and then also keep your muscles fed. So if you're doing a very taxing performance, that's perfect.
And I could speak to experience from this one. This doesn't really hit you crazy hard. It's like a very smooth come up, and it's not something that you're like, wow, I'm wired. It's just you're noticeably focused. It's not too much. If you're very, very caffeine intolerant, if you're very sensitive to it, you might feel quite a rush from it. But if you have caffeine somewhat regularly, one scoop of this is probably going to be perfect for this situation. And then, like we said, if you want no caffeine at all, if you're very, very sensitive, the Alpha EAA is a great choice.
Yeah.
So yeah, good breakdown of all of these. If depending who you are and your caffeine tolerance and what you're looking for, any one of these are going to be good for your energy focus for the show.
Yeah, and then for the lead up, just to come back to it, we got elbow grease and immune shield from NutraBio and Sledge.
Yeah. So this is a pretty niche video, but this can go for a lot of different things, whether it's any type of theater performance, if you're doing like something behind the scenes performance, anything where you're doing a long, somewhat physical, probably not like, squatting physical, but medium physical activity for a long amount of time, which is kind of common. This stack would be perfect for that. And especially this, I didn't even think about this, the immune, that's a really good thing to do if you're leading up to something very important. You don't want to get sick.
Yes.
Say your wedding is 2 months away. Start taking something immune. So you don't want to be sick for your wedding. You don't want to be sick for any big event, for any big performance. You should be using this stuff leading up to it. You may not ever get sick anyway, but why even chance it? This stuff isn't going to for sure do it, but it's a little insurance policy along the way.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than leading up to something, and then all of a sudden you get hit with just the common flu, and now you're just out.
Yeah. And there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to wait it out. You could take your zinc. You could take all your multivitamins that you want to kind of mitigate it. But if you just don't get sick in the first place, that's way, way better. Yeah, so great stack. Good idea. If you guys have any questions, we'll direct them. Leave them in the comments below. We'll direct them to Sean, and he'll answer you back personally. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys.